Language is the lifeblood of human civilization. It is the invisible thread that connects us. Language allows us to share ideas, express emotions, and build relationships. Linguistics, the scientific study of language, is a vast and fascinating field. It seeks to unravel the mysteries of this uniquely human capacity. Linguistics is not for the faint of heart. It challenges us to think critically about the world around us. It asks us to question our assumptions about how language works. It requires us to grapple with complex concepts and theories. But the rewards of studying linguistics are immense. It gives us a deeper understanding of ourselves. It helps us appreciate the diversity of human cultures. It empowers us to use language more effectively. It equips us with the tools to navigate an increasingly complex world. Imagine a group of people encountering an elephant for the first time. Each person touches a different part of the elephant: the trunk, the tusk, the leg, the ear. They then try to describe the elephant based on their limited experience. This scenario, often called the blind men and the elephant parable, illustrates the challenge of defining complex concepts. Just like the elephant, language has many facets. Different branches of linguistics focus on different aspects. Phonetics, for example, studies the sounds of language. Syntax explores the rules governing sentence structure. Semantics delves into the meaning of words and phrases. Pragmatics examines how context shapes language use. Each perspective offers valuable insights into the nature of language, but it is only by considering all these perspectives together that we can begin to grasp the full complexity of this remarkable human ability. In linguistics, as in any field of study, definitions are crucial. They provide a common ground for understanding and discussion. But definitions can also be slippery and elusive. Take the word language itself. We use it every day without thinking twice, but defining it precisely is surprisingly difficult. Is language primarily about communication? Is it a system of symbols? Is it an innate human faculty? The answer, as with many things in linguistics, is not simple. Definitions can vary depending on the theoretical perspective, the cultural context, and even the individual researcher. This is why it's essential to be critical of definitions. Don't just accept them at face value. Compare definitions from multiple sources. Consider the cultural and historical factors that might shape them. Ask yourself, what assumptions underlie this definition? What are its strengths and limitations? Linguistics is a dynamic and evolving field. New discoveries are constantly being made. Old theories are challenged and refined. To truly understand language, we need to engage with the latest research. Research in linguistics takes many forms. It can involve analyzing large data sets of language data, conducting experiments to test hypotheses, or observing how people use language in natural settings. Reading academic articles can seem daunting at first, but there are strategies that can help. Start by skimming the abstract and introduction to get a sense of the main argument. Pay attention to the methodology section to understand how the research was conducted. Focus on the results and discussion sections to see what conclusions the authors draw. Collaboration is also crucial in research. By working together, researchers can share ideas, challenge each other's assumptions, and produce more robust findings. Section 5. Objectivity and subjectivity, two sides of the same coin. Science strives for objectivity. It aims to understand the world as it is, free from personal bias, but complete objectivity is an ideal, not a reality. In linguistics, as in all scientific disciplines, researchers bring their own perspectives and experiences to their work. These can influence the questions they ask, the methods they choose, and the interpretations they make. Subjectivity is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be a source of creativity and insight, but it's important to be aware of our own biases and how they might affect our work. One way to mitigate subjectivity is through transparency. By clearly outlining our methods and assumptions, we allow others to scrutinize our work and identify potential biases. Another important tool is peer review. This is the process by which academic work is evaluated by other experts in the field. It helps ensure that research meets rigorous standards of quality and objectivity. Section 6. The building blocks of knowledge, theories, hypotheses, and models. Science relies on a set of tools to build knowledge and understanding. Three key concepts are theories, hypotheses, and models. A theory is a well-substantiated explanation of a phenomenon. It is supported by a large body of evidence and has been repeatedly tested and refined over time. The theory of evolution by natural selection is a prime example. A hypothesis is a testable prediction about the relationship between variables. It is often formulated as an if-then statement. For example, if children are exposed to two languages from birth, then they will become fluent in both languages. A model is a simplified representation of a system or process. It helps us understand complex phenomena by breaking them down into their essential components. The Bohr model of the atom is a classic example. Theories, hypotheses, and models are not static. They are constantly being challenged, revised, and replaced as new evidence emerges. This is the nature of scientific progress. Section 7. Decoding language, a complex tapestry. What exactly is language? As we've seen, defining it is no easy feat. Language is a complex system with many interconnected levels. At its core, language is a system of signs. These signs can be spoken, written, or gestured. They are combined according to specific rules to create meaning. But language is more than just a system of rules. It is also a powerful tool for thought, communication, and social interaction. It shapes how we perceive the world, how we relate to others, and even how we understand ourselves. Linguists have identified several key characteristics of human language. These include discreteness. Language is made up of distinct units, sounds, words, phrases, that can be combined in different ways. Productivity. We can create and understand an infinite number of sentences that we've never heard before. Displacement. We can use language to talk about things that are not physically present, such as the past, the future, or imaginary worlds. These characteristics distinguish human language from other forms of animal communication. Section 8. Media literacy, navigating the information age. We live in an age saturated with information. Every day, we are bombarded with messages from a multitude of sources: television, social media, websites, newspapers, and more. Navigating this complex information landscape requires media literacy. This means being able to critically evaluate the information we encounter. It means asking questions about the source of the information, the purpose of the message, and the potential biases involved. When evaluating information, consider the following: who created this information and why? Is the source credible and trustworthy? What evidence is presented to support the claims being made? Is the evidence reliable and convincing? Does the information present a balanced perspective, or is it biased towards a particular viewpoint? Developing strong media literacy skills is essential for navigating the digital world and making informed decisions. Section 9. Academic integrity, the cornerstone of knowledge. Academic integrity is the foundation of scholarship. It encompasses honesty, trustworthiness, fairness, respect, responsibility, and courage. It means upholding ethical standards in all aspects of academic work, from research and writing to classroom discussions and exams. Plagiarism, the act of presenting someone else's work as your own, is a serious breach of academic integrity. It undermines the principles of intellectual honesty and intellectual property. To avoid plagiarism, always cite your sources properly. Use quotation marks when using someone else's exact words. Provide in-text citations and a complete bibliography to give credit to the original authors. Academic integrity is not just about avoiding punishment. It is about upholding the values of intellectual honesty and contributing to a community of knowledge. Section 10. The power of verification, ensuring accuracy in a digital world. In the digital age, information spreads at lightning speed. While this offers many benefits, it also presents challenges. It's easier than ever for misinformation and disinformation to proliferate online. Verification is the process of checking the accuracy of information. This can involve cross-checking, comparing information from multiple sources to see if it is consistent. Fact-checking, consulting reputable fact-checking websites or organizations. Tracing information to its source, determining where the information originated, and evaluating the credibility of that source. By developing strong verification skills, we can become more discerning consumers of information and help combat the spread of misinformation. Section 11. Linguistics, a journey of discovery. Linguistics is more than just the study of language. It is a journey of discovery, a journey into the heart of what makes us human. By exploring the intricacies of language, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our cultures, and our place in the world. The journey may be challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. It challenges us to think critically, to question our assumptions, and to embrace the complexities of the world around us. So embrace the challenge, ask questions, explore the unknown, and remember, the universe of language is vast and there is always more to discover. And